At first glance, the CEO fell in love with the girl who had just moved in downstairs. Who would have thought that his obvious gaze was noticed by girl's stepsister, the CEO's admirer? To stop this woman from taking the man she liked, she planned to expose the woman's past and completely cut off the CEO's interest in her. She picked up a glass of red wine and pretended to be friendly toward the woman. What she didn't know was that the woman instantly noticed something was wrong with the drink. At the moment they clinked glasses, the woman secretly redirected the effect back. It turned out this woman was no longer the weak person others could push around. She was actually a sacred healer who had traveled from an ancient time. When she first arrived in this body, she was surrounded in the prison by others, but she was once a highly respected healer. How could she let them bully her? She quickly turned the situation around and soon became the one in charge when the memories of the original body suddenly rushed into her mind. She realized this body's owner had never been loved by her family. She was born only to help her stepsister who had a blood condition. Later, her mother even forced her to take responsibility for her stepsister's mistake and sent her to prison. Now that she had taken over this body, she decided she would never allow this to continue. The moment she was released, she completely cut ties with that family. Her sudden change shocked her mother, but her sister still hoped she would return and continue sacrificing herself. The next second, her prison friend arrived on a motorcycle. When everyone saw her get into a luxury bike worth millions, they were stunned, not knowing her new life had only just begun. It turned out her friend's uncle had a serious mental condition. Because her friend met her in prison and knew she could help, he brought her home. No one expected that shortly after she arrived, the unconscious CEO would wake up and regain clarity. Even the experienced doctors present were shocked by her method. However, she calmly stated that she could only stabilize the condition for 3 months. She promised that within 3 months, she would find the person behind it and completely resolve the problem. The old madam was so grateful that she immediately gave her $5 million as payment. For convenience, she also arranged a room for the woman next to the CEO's. Unexpectedly, during the woman's first treatment session, she was shocked by how fit the CEO looked and momentarily lost focus. The CEO misunderstood and thought this was part of her medical process. The woman instantly felt embarrassed and blushed deeply. After her treatment, the CEO never had another episode. To show gratitude, the old madam organized a birthday banquet, secretly hoping her son would choose a future partner. The girl's stepsister, eager to get close to a wealthy family, also appeared at the event. The CEO showed no interest in anyone until the girl appeared. The moment he saw her, his attention was completely drawn in. Recalling their earlier interactions, his heart began to race, and even his mother noticed something was different. Seeing the woman shine at the banquet, the sister grew jealous and formed another plan. She loudly told others about the woman's time in prison and even falsely accused her of having problems. But the woman calmly exposed the truth that she had been treated as a blood donor since childhood and that she went to prison to protect her sister. The sister panicked and tried to stop her, even attempting to drag her away, but the woman stood firm and refused to back down.